G'day and welcome to this edition of the COLAC Herald Sports Mash. You must forgive my casual attire. Haven't got my shirt. Anyway, getting right into it, I'm Lachlan Cowlishaw. Beside me is Ben Martin. We've got this edition of the Sports Mash. We're going to kick it off with basketball, so let's get into that now, Ben.
Yes, the COLAC Cougars wrapped up their Country Basketball League campaign. Didn't quite make the finals that they did last season, just the 3 wins this year. The latest loss coming against Hamilton Hurricanes. This was at COLAC's Blue Water Fitness Centre on Sunday. They lost 53-67. Early on, it looked like it was a bit of a tight contest, but the Hurricanes hit 8 of their 10 threes in the second quarter to sort of set up a bit of a buffer that the Cougars failed to peg back. Some positives from the match. Tommy Rennett's a young fellow made his debut in the clash. He plays juniors with the COLAC Cougars.
Well done, Tom.
While Marcus Lachlan once again top scored for the Cougars with 23 points. Co-coach Justin Williamson had 11, so not the best way to finish the season, but looking forward to the next season now for the Cougars.
Yep, that's right. Let's get into the cricket scores now as well. Before we get into the cricket scores, let's just mention Aaron Finch. He's playing in a 2020 game against Sri Lanka at the MCG tonight. He only made 1 in the first game. The Aussies lost that one, but Finch has another chance. He's also in the one-day squad for the West Indies. So fingers crossed he gets a few runs tonight and pushes on in the one-days. Now, LV took on COLAC West in day 2 at LV Recreation Reserve. Very close match here. LV made 9 for 164 on day 1 and COLAC West all out for 161. Important win here for LV. Really solidifies their spot in the top 4. There's a lot of teams around 4 or 5 wins. James Mulholland 35, Justin McCon 26, Chris Hickey 25, Dale Menzies 4 for 60, David Dunn 2 for 26, Rob Thresher 2 for 29, James Linton made 69 not out for COLAC West, batted very well by all reports. Pat Seal 21 and Chris Hickey was the pick of the LV bowlers with 4 for 39. Now down at Eastern Reserve, City United took on Stonyford in day 2. Not another tough day for City United. They lost outright, first outright loss of the season. They made 116 their first innings. Stonyford made 8 for 246 declared and then got City United all out for 124. Some of the important scores from Saturday: Joe Dare 82, James Menzies 52, his first half century of the season. Dom Dare 32, Trevor Pereira 23. Mark Jackson, pick of the bowlers for City United in that innings, while Caden Newton made 48 and Levi Dare took 3 for 32 in City United's second innings of 124. The final game we have for you is Illawarra versus COLAC, 1 versus 2, Illawarra Recreation Reserve. Illawarra won.
Whoa!
Big win here for Illawarra. They made 9 for 209 in their first innings. It proved enough. COLAC 175. For the Stallions, Luke Considine top scored with 34. Aidan Spence made 33, while Mick Embry, one of the co-captains at Illawarra, took 5 for 64 in a very strong bowling display. Not so much good news yesterday for Illawarra at the SunGold T20 Cup. They went down to Portland Colts. They lost in their run chase, didn't make enough runs at the end of the day, and 3 of their 4 in the top order just failed to get a reasonable score. So mixed weekend for Illawarra, and that wraps up the cricket, Ben.
Straight into Corangamite Bowls Division action now. It wasn't the closest weekend of bowls, but there was some exciting results in terms of we're just 3 weekends out of finals now, so a lot of teams sort of trying to push for that 4th spot. I think the top 3 is pretty much set, while Winchelsea is sort of eyeing off 2nd spot in that double chance. It's definitely going to help their win against Cobden at the weekend. They won 4 rings to none, 125-82. For Winchelsea, their skippers Alan Murrell, Stewie Williams, David Littler and Jason Armstrong all had wins in that one. Across the Camperdown there, where Simpson maybe had a bit of an upset victory there. They defeated the reigning premier 3 rings to 1, 103-83. The other Camperdown team, Camperdown Golf, they also had a loss at the weekend. They lost to Central in COLAC. 2 rings all, 92-104. The 4th game at the weekend, City, which is definitely shaping as the flag favourite at the moment, they had a pretty big win against the Polar Bay, 4 rings to none, 115-73. While in the final game at the weekend, we mentioned COLAC is sitting in 2nd spot. Well, they're not going to give up that 2nd spot without a fight. They defeated Lawn at Lawn, 4 rings to none, 109-77.
Excellent stuff there from the bowlers. Chris Price, the Central Bowls king, Australian bowler, probably inspired them to the win. I don't know. I wasn't there. Now to our favourite part of the show. Oh, I get so excited for this every single week. It's the COLAC Herald Sportsman of the Week. And this week, It's a bit of a bias thing here. I did a story about him during the week. He delivered on the weekend. James Menzies, Stoningford cricketer. Ben, I've got the scores there for you. Have a chat about the young man.
That's right. You mentioned he did want to prove himself in Division 1. He had a bit in and out last year with athletics commitments, but I think he's proven himself this season. I've been keeping an eye on the young fella. He made 52 at the weekend and took 2 wickets for 6, which is pretty good stats by anyone's standards, I suppose, let alone a young fella like James. So well done to him and very well deserving.
That's right. Topped it off with the Sportsman of the Week award, and who doesn't want one of them? That's it for us this week. Make sure you tune in next week and buy your copies of the COLAC Herald during the week. Don't forget that sports quiz is wrapping up, so if you haven't done it yet, jump online and answer those questions. From Ben and I, we'll see you later.
See ya.